Testing 1 2 1 2. If you can hear me, let us know in the comments section below. Sorry for starting a little bit behind schedule, but we should be good. Just let us know in the chats section if you can hear us. 1 2. Billy James, thank you for that. Appreciate your comments. We'll be back very shortly as the teams are in the tunnel as it stands. We'll be live very soon. I'm just going to turn off the audio for a short second. Hello and welcome to the Den for tonight's FA Youth Cup fourth round tie between Millwall and Fleetwood Town. The two teams have just walked out onto the pitch for this evening's game. Going to kick off around 7 o'clock. So as they shake each opponent's hand, we'll be ready to provide you with full match commentary as the two teams look to progress into the fifth round, where Fleetwood will make even more history like they did in the last round against Watford when they played at Highbury Stadium just at the end of November, should I say. A cracking cup tie with Fleetwood leaving it right to the death in the 90th minute to score the equaliser to make it 2-2. Enoch Takpe with a lovely header at the far post to beat the goalkeeper, and it was all Town in extra time, and it went to penalties. And Fleetwood progressed with Kai Steer scoring the all-important goal to send Simon Wiles' side into the next round. The referee is about to see both of the captains this evening. Dylan Boyle will captain Fleetwood. Key role in that midfield area for the Karami. Looking to try and boss midfield against a very strong and physical Millwall side. Millwall have entered the competition at the third round stage due to being Championship and Premier League above, just like the normal FA Cup. And they travelled away to Bolton, where they won 7-0 on the road at the University of Bolton Stadium. So big result for them, but they're flying at the moment, winning 4 out of the last 5 games. The only loss came in a 1-0 defeat at home to Charlton, so they'll be obviously looking to try and keep their good run going. They've scored 23 goals in those 5 games, only conceding 5 of those goals. So we're looks like we're all they're all ready to go in this game. Just the referee's just going to get his orders. And it will be Fleetwood to get the game underway. It's Fleetwood. We've even got a score and clock opposite us, so that'll help us this time out, as at Highbury was looking over my right shoulder to see what time it was, but we'll keep up to date with everything going on this match. If you can hear us loud and clear, that'd be fantastic. Again, we'll try and read as many comments out as possible throughout the game, try and get you all involved, which is great, but the all-important matter this evening is the match between Millwall and Fleetwood. See who progresses into the 5th round of this this famous competition, and it's Fleetwood who currently have the ball at the moment, and it's trying to find Makepeace, but it doesn't quite find him. And Boyle again finding controls. Nice play there by Williams, who finds Goldsborough. He can't quite find his target man, and Millwall will clear the ball all the way down the pitch. And a nice header there from Sam Barrett, a very key figure in Fleetwood Town's last FA Cup tie, FA Youth Cup tie, should I say. We'll read through the teams in a minute as Fleetwood look like they have won a corner. We'll go through the 2 starting teams tonight and subs as well. Yeah, as I said, we will read the team news out shortly. We had a few internet issues before we started, but it all seems fine now as Fleetwood have a corner on this near side. Can they cause Millwall any problems in this match? Ball whipped into the box, headed away from Millwall, and it's Fleetwood will take the throw-in, but I'll start with the Fleetwood 11. In goal, Scott Pengelly. Number 2, Liam Goldsborough. 3, Billy Batch. 4, Dylan Boyle, and captain. James Hill will wear the number 5 shirt. Sam Barrett will wear the number 6. Shaden Morris, great to have him back, isn't it? He'll wear the number 7 shirt. Anthony Williams will wear the number 8. Key Makepeace will wear the number 9 shirt, with Carl Johnson 10 and Barry Bagley wearing the number 11 shirt. Looking at the bench for the Karami, it's Lewis Patterson, Jonathan Borwick, Joe Collins, Keane Hayes, Jamie Cook, Ben Thompson and Enoch Takpe. But we'll go through the Millwall side shortly as they're looking to try and break on this near side. Boateng just trying to twist and turn Goldsborough. He stands firm and forces him all the way back. We've got a great crowd below us here at the Den. Hill clears the danger. Away, and it will be a Millwall throw. Boateng just looking for his teammate there, Munting, who wins his side throw-in halfway inside Fleetwood's half. It's been 3 minutes into this match, still goalless. Both teams trying to find their feet in this match, but like I said, we'll try and read as many comments out as possible throughout the this fixture tonight. But as I said, the most important thing is trying to see if Fleetwood can make more history by reaching the 5th round of this competition. Muller, the captain for Millwall's closed down by Makepeace, and Fleetwood win the ball back now. It's Williams to drive Fleetwood forward. He picks out Morris on this right hand side. He drives toward goal. Dangerous ball inside the box, but no Fleetwood Town player is there to try and get on the end of it. But really good chance. Tyler Dodd, thanks for your comment. Come on the Cods. Thomas Hughes also got his comment in saying the same thing. And Nicola Grove, she said, good luck, lads. Karami with a football emoji. Millwall now breaking, but it's a loose touch there. But the referee seems to bring that one back for an alleged foul. I'm not quite sure if it was, but Millwall get the game going quickly as the defender drives forward in tides Fleetwood's half, but Williams does well initially to win the ball back, but Boyle can't keep possession. And Morris there, fouled, but tried to break away, and the referee and his linesman pull that one back for a free kick. Well done there from Morris. Josh Barrett watching, shout out to my brother Sam. Wish him all the best tonight. Obviously a goal in this competition already, and Fleetwood now looking to try and get the ball down. It's important that they try and stay in this game in the first 10-20 minutes of it and try and cause the home team some problems. Boyle now driving Fleetwood forward. 5 minutes on the clock, still 0-0 between the two sides. Bagley looks like one over the top, and it's a loose clearance, you have to say, from the right back there, Ben Bennett. Fleetwood now allowed to put a dangerous free kick in the box. Got a few Millwall fans joining in. Welcome to the stream, everyone who's just joined us. We're just coming up to 6 minutes in this game. It's a Fleetwood corner. It's played short to Johnson. He tries to find his teammate again, but Millwall close the danger out, and it's going to be a Fleetwood throw in deep inside their opponent's half. Bagley plays a nice little 1-2, but it's Bennett to clear the ball halfway from danger, and it's Boateng now. Closed down by Fleetwood. Loads of yellow shirts, sorry. Used to seeing Fleetwood in red. Ball cleared away down the danger, and it's out for a Fleetwood throw-in, which the coach Simon Wiles picks up. A nice little catch there. Fleetwood started in the first round of this competition and welcome FC Halifax Town to Highbury. The Clad Army won 5-0 on that occasion, Wednesday the 30th October. A great performance playing in front of the first team head coach and many of the players and a lot of the families. A great occasion that was, but the second round saw them travel away to Walsall on Tuesday the 5th of November. A 3-0 away win there, an early goal really settled the nerves for Simon Wiles and his side. As I said, they went on to win 3-0 in that game, and obviously that famous victory against Premier League opposition Watford. Oh, Fleetwood now, chance to break now. It's Johnson who picks out his teammate. Can he get onto the following ball? There's got to be a penalty, and it is a penalty for Fleetwood. Great, you've got to say 1-2 there, and Johnson does so well to get onto the end of the ball. And the keeper coming out to claim that one. Not sure if the referee's given me a yellow card or not, but a great chance here for Fleetwood to score in the first 8 minutes or so. Yeah, Kyle, I will go through the Millwall side. We've had a lot going on in this game so far in the opening 8 minutes, but it is not quite sure who is stepping up to take this one. I think it's Makepeace. It's going to be Makepeace waiting for the referee's whistle. Sends the goalkeeper the wrong way, and that is Fleetwood in the lead here at the Den. And they lead Millwall 1-1 within the first 9 minutes of the game. And you can see what it means to the players in that far corner who deserve, for a strong start they've had in this match, to be a goal up. A great goal. He scored the first one in their last game against Watford, and he's got the first goal this evening. A superb and composed finish from Makepeace gives Fleetwood Town the lead. Chelsea Lee saying, come on Liam, doing us all proud. Dill Hope says, wishing Keane Hayes all the best. And there's a few gruntled Millwall fans watching the game on the stream, but Fleetwood looking to attack again, but I think he might have got a little touch on that, but no, the linesman has given it for a Millwall goal kick, and I will go through the Millwall side now, so again, apologies if some of the pronunciations aren't right, but in goal we've got Leighton Fanshaw, we've got 2 Ben Bennett, 3 Chickbeck and Zomon. We've got number 4, Jacob Munting, 5, Alex Mitchell, 6, Hayden Muller. He will also captain the lines this evening. 7, Jay Barton, 9, Jaden Davis, 9, Abdul Malik. We've got 10, Sean O'Brien, and 11, Nana Bounting. On the bench for Millwall this evening, we've got number 12, Ezekiel Miller, number 13, Jordan Gilmore, 14, Oliver Bate, 15, Arthur Penny, 16, Chinwike Okolio, 17, Harry Brook, and 18, Therese Briscoe. Again, apologies if none of those, or the pronunciation was wrong on a few of those. Just for those who joined us, Fleetwood took the lead in the 8th minute of the game after Carl Johnson was brought down in the penalty area by the goalkeeper. And Key Makepeace was there to take the spot from 12 yards to send the goalkeeper the wrong way and give Fleetwood Town the lead in this match. We're looking to break forward now. O'Brien does really well to hold on the ball, but Batch does really well to get a last little touch in there before it was going through. Great press there by Makepeace, causing the Millwall defence all sorts of problems in these early stages, but can Fleetwood keep that up? Go through the Fleetwood lineup again. And those who've just joined us, it's Pengelly in goal, Goldsborough, Batch, Boyle, Hill, Barrett, Morris, Williams, Makepeace, Johnston and Bagley. The bench this evening: Patterson, Borwick, Collins, Hayes, Cook, Thompson and Takpi. Takpi, the man who, shall we say, saved Fleetwood's FA Youth Cup run in the game against Watford. The 90th minute header took the game to extra time, where Fleetwood won on penalties. It's going to be a Fleetwood throw-in just inside the Millwall half. Good header there by the defender, but it's Fleetwood who just seem to be picking up the second balls at the moment, and Millwall trying to get out of their own half, and they've done really well there. And it's time for Abdul Malik to drive forward. He's picked out Boateng now on this left-hand side. The number 11, Tricky, drives a goal, and shot was blocked by James Hill, and it's Shaden Morris now to try and drive forward, and the referee brings that one back for a shirt pull on Shaden Morris's yellow jersey. Give Fleetwood a little bit of respite as Millwall just propped up the tempo a little bit in their game. Defender's done really well there as on him, but a loose back pass, you have to say, and Makepeace will make the goalkeeper rush this goal or kick, and it's Boyle who picks up the loose pieces as Batch wants to try and find his teammate in the middle, but the second pass isn't quite on. Boyle has to get back in here, and it's a strong side of shoulder challenge with his opponent, but he comes off the best, and it's Pengelly to clear his lines down this right, but it's going to go out for a Millwall throw. Someone just asked who Fleetwood played in the first, second and third round. They played FC Halifax Town, won 5-0, played Walsall away and won 3-0, and then drew with Premier League side Watford at Highbury 2-2, with the tie going to penalties, which obviously Fleetwood had won. Thanks, Tyler. Appreciate your comments. The score has now changed to reflect the actual scoreline in this game, and it's Makepeace to try and get on the end of this header, but the goalkeeper, Fanshawe, does really well there to come out and claim it. But again, Millwall sitting top of the Professional Development League. As I said, 4 wins in their last 5 games has really set them up nicely for this FA Youth Cup fixture against, you have to say, lower opposition in Fleetwood Town, but it's the underdogs who find themselves in the lead here. Only took the Karami 8 minutes to take the lead in this game. Thomas, hello, welcome to the stream. Fanshawe looks to try and go long, but it's Billy Batch who wins the first header, and Fleetwood will now try and pick up the second pieces, and it's Johnson to try and find Makepeace, but the ball is just a little bit too long for the striker to get onto. But a great idea, seems to be a pattern of play. Can they get Makepeace in and behind the Millwall back line? He's got pace on him. And again, Fleetwood just picking up the second balls, and it's Goldsborough this time. Hill. Maybe overhit that pass. He certainly has, and he now gives Millwall the option to try and get an attack. They've not really had too many options. The last one you have to probably say is Boateng when he came off this left flank inside, but his shot was blocked by James Hill. But it's Millwall in possession at the moment, making the pitch big here at the Den as the left back tries to come forward. There's no foul in there. He's done well. Great strength by Enzanome, but he lays the ball off to his teammate, and now Millwall will try and switch the play on this right-hand side. Bit of a loose pass. His teammates had to come back a little bit, but it's Jaden Davis, number 8, with the ball. It's not quite cleared, and Boyle again, second pieces. That's what he's in the team to do. He offers so much, and it's Morris now to drive forward. I'll be surprised if there isn't a yellow card here. He's maybe had one too many as number 4. He's picked up a yellow card. Fleetwood in possession as it stands in Millwall's half. Boyle, nice little turn there to get away from the striker. Abdul Malik, trying to thread it through the Ivan needle, but it's now Millwall to break with O'Brien. It's outside of the pass to his teammate, but Sam Barrett does so well to pick that one out and calmly pick out a teammate, which Williams now turns on the break inside Millwall's half. Morris, huge threat so far in this game, picks out Goldsborough. Nigel Lee coming saying, Liam Goldsborough doing your family and the North East proud. That's from Uncle Nigel. David Faulkner is watching from Belfast in Northern Ireland. He says, good luck tonight to Carl, David and Darren. David and Darren back in Belfast. Thomas Hughes says, Karami. And Danielle Watson says, all the best to my cousin Carl and his teammates tonight. Come on, Fleetwood. It's Fleetwood on the attack now. Johnson looks to find out Makepeace is in the 18-yard box. Can he turn? Looks to lay off Williams, who gets a strike at goal, and it must take a deflection. Must take a slight deflection there as referee has signalled for a Fleetwood corner. Bright start to this game by the under-18. Simon Wiles must be very pleased with what he's seen so far. We've just hit the 20-minute mark in this game. I'll try and remind you. Fleetwood leading 1-0. Corner, set piece to take. It's whipped in. It's cleared away at the near post by Munting, who picks up the yellow card only moments ago for a number of fouls in the Fleetwood Town midfield. Hill does superbly well there to pick up the loose ball, and Batch closes down Abdul Malik, but he can't keep hold of the ball, and it's Fleetwood now in possession. Someone saying, good luck to my mate Harry Brook on the bench. He's only 15, and he's on the Millwall bench today. So, again, we'll try and read out both sets of fans' comments. Oh, wasted there by Fleetwood. A good chance for, I think it was Carl Johnson to get him behind, but the touch from Barry Bagley was just a little bit off par there, but it's Millwall look to go long, and again, loose pass, which Fleetwood now pick up. A nice little 1-2. Can he get onto his own pass here? He has to force the centre-half into a few issues, and the goalkeeper can only find a yellow shirt, but again, Goldsborough this time can only find a yellow shirt, with Muntin picking up the pieces. We've got Nathan, who's watching all the way from Germany. That's great. Miss Muffet, she says, go on, Ben Bennett. Obviously a Millwall fan, and as we were talking there and reading a few comments, that Goldsborough has given away a free kick right on the midway through, or midway in Fleetwood's half, should I say, and a chance for them to really put the ball in a dangerous area. TTV Rasta here to support my cousin, Nana Boateng. He's looked a lively play, I have to say, for Millwall so far, and the team are only into the competition in the third round. Just aren't seem to be meeting Fleetwood's tempo and at the moment, and as I said, Fleetwood leading in this game 1-0 thanks to a key Makepeace penalty in the 8th minute of the game. We've played 23 minutes. So the Yorkshire Cods are also watching the live stream tonight. They're cheering on the boys at home, and they say keep up the great work, Simon Wiles. So thanks for getting in the comments from all the way from Yorkshire. Simon Harrison says, can you say good luck to Fleetwood and Carl Johnson? I'll certainly have done that for you. And again, more people watching from the northeast of England. It's great to have so many people joining the live stream this evening. We'll try and get a live count. Just over 500 of you watching the live stream. If you're watching it and you know someone who might be interested, definitely share the link. We'll make sure it's a fun evening, and obviously, hopefully, Fleetwood Town can progress to the 5th round. Got people from Yorkshire, the Northeast, Germany, Philadelphia in the US. Great to have so many people from around the world watching this competition. As I said, very famous competition. Just like the, should we say, senior FA Cup. It's Fleetwood who just not quite finding the ball at the moment as they look to try and get a Millwall, and it's a rebound, and it's Bagley who does well to keep the ball in play. Makepeace plays a nice little 1-2, which ends up with Dylan Boyle in midfield. Again, superb play by Fleetwood here, playing the way out, not really feared, you have to say, when Millwall start to press him, and Goldsborough in the middle to Anthony Williams. Gets a little touch there on the ball, but it's out for number 6, Hayden Muller, the captain for the Lions this evening. Joshua Harrison, can you say good luck to Enoch Takpe? Yes, we can do. He is on the bench this evening, but with the impact he made last time out, I'm sure he'll be called upon if needed by Simon Wiles. Makepeace there, just offside narrowly, I have to say, which the the assistant referee on this near side puts his flag up. Just hit the 25-minute mark in this game. It's Millwall 0, Fleetwood 1. Key Makepeace with a goal in the 8th minute. A nice touch from Boateng now. Looks to try and switch it out to the left back. The left back has to come back though. Not many options inside the box, and it's played nicely into midfield for Munting. Into the strike partner, but a bit of a loose touch, but he gets away with it. Now Millwall, Boateng trying to drive at goal. A nice little 1-2, but he lets it go through his leg, and Fleetwood have a little chance to regroup. And it is going to be a Millwall corner. That's the best passage of play, I have to say, that the home side have had this evening. The people asking who either of these sides were playing in the next round. The draw hasn't been made yet. I think teams have until the end of January to play all their fixtures, so I'm sure it'll be at the end of January. But it's a Millwall corner here, whipped into the box, deep to the far post, and I think Barrett gets the touch on there to clear it away from danger, and it's Morris now to try and drive forward, but his second touch there is a little bit too heavy, and it goes out for a throw-in for the Lions. Kevin says, tell Carl Johnson good luck. I'm sure it'll be. We've also got Bill and Carol cheering on the boys in the lodge. So they do a fantastic job down there, looking after the players, making sure they've got everything they need to succeed at Fleetwood Town. I'm sure the players have a huge thank you for them for all their work they've done over the years. But it's Fleetwood now who try and break forward, and again, Millwall fans not too happy. I must say, there's the centre of the main stand in here is quite full, stretching across. I'm sure if we get some pictures, we'll show the crowd here. It's a great turnout, I have to say, and again, joined by all of you that are watching. It's much appreciated. Again, spread the word. Nicky Cook says, good luck to Jamie Cook and the lads. And that's going to be a goal kick to Millwall. We've played 28 minutes in this game. It's still 1-0 to Fleetwood Town, and Millwall just starting to grow in this game. Caitlin Fryer says, good luck to Jay Barton. Wish the team the best of luck for Jay Barton wearing the number 7 shirt for Millwall this evening. But it's Fleetwood on the attack now with Shaden Morris. Takes that big touch in front of him. Defender can't dive in with his pace, but he does really well, does Hayden Muller. But you can only see a corner for Fleetwood, which is going to be whipped in again, right in the danger area. It's going to be Barry Bagley on this right-hand side to whip the ball in the box. We saw how deadly he has been with set pieces throughout this season. Ball whipped into that penalty area. The keeper doesn't quite claim the first one, but does well on the second. I'm sure the referee would have pulled that one back, but it's a long ball over the top, which isn't read by Fleetwood, and Boyle again picking up the loose pieces. He's been superb so far in the opening 30 minutes of this game. Yep, Chin is on the bench for Millwall. Someone's asking about him. So many people from Fleetwood watching it. We've got Angela and Ted who are watching, and also Andrea, who's the kit woman. So that's great to have those involved again. Play a huge part at Pulpit Farm, the training ground for both the first team and the academies at Fleetwood. But it's Fleetwood, you have to say, really on top at the moment. Can he try and create something now with Batch on the far side? He's closed down by his defender on the far side and just can't quite get that second touch, and it's a loose touch, you have to say, from Abdul Malik there, who can't quite get the ball under control to give Fleetwood Town the throw in, and Batch trying to be a little bit cheeky there. Again, Fleetwood just keeping the pressure going with, what, 30 minutes into, just ticking over to 31 minutes in this game played already. Again, quick throw and finds Bagley on the left-hand side. Tries to just maybe lift it over Bennett there, the full-back, but he's one-on-one, and the ball still stayed in somehow on that far side. But again, Fleetwood high pressing, not allowing Millwall much room, but you have to say, so far they've done well to try and get them out of there, but the long ball, I'm sure it'll be met by a Fleetwood body if it is, and Barrett matches that one. Can't quite get the second ball, and Millwall get lucky there and win the throw in just inside Fleetwood's half. Again, welcome to the official Fleetwood Town live stream on YouTube of tonight's FA Youth Cup 4th round tie between Millwall and Fleetwood. Oh, maybe a chance here for Fleetwood. Oh, the referee gives a free kick there, very soft, you have to say. It's going to be a free kick to Millwall. It's a fantastic venue, this. It's great that teams play at the first team stadiums. An occasion that which I'm sure both sets of players will enjoy. Being down pitch side, speaking to the Fleetwood Town players who are just thriving to be here today, but it's Millwall on the attack. But again, the ball in the box isn't quite on par, and Fleetwood try and break forward, and they've got a chance now with Morris, who drives forward, picks up the loose ball, but you know he's got that pace to get him behind. You've got to be very clever as a defender. Williams wants to switch the ball on the floor, and well intercepted there by the Millwall midfield, but Boyle doing a great job in that holding midfielder role to pick up the loose ball and try and play Fleetwood out here. He's closed down, but he works a little ball out to Goldsborough, who picks out Makepeace. Trying to play a 1-2 there with Anthony Williams, but it doesn't quite come off. And they're trying to go forward now. Sam Barrett again, superb covering James Hill, who's just slightly out of position there, trying to close down the ball, but it'll be a Millwall throw. Adjacent to the Fleetwood Town 18-yard box. It's closed down here by Morris. Millwall got the free kick. I thought that was a little bit soft, but I guess if you look back at the other challenges he's maybe given, he's probably right to give that one as well. But it's a really dangerous area here for Millwall. Can they create an opportunity? The first real opportunity or free kick in this area. Can they make it count? Looked like the referee was looking over to the dugouts. I thought there might have been a change, but it looks like number 7, Jay Barton, will stand over this ball. I can't quite see who the right-footed player is. I think it's number 10, Sean O'Brien, but I'll have to confirm with you on that. Who is it going to be? It's going to be O'Brien with the right foot strike at goal. Gets past the wall, but not past Scott Pengelly in the Fleetwood goal. A smart save. He had to be aware then to make sure he got a palm on the ball. And it's Fleetwood now with a break. He's got Carl Johnson, who's on the other side. Maybe he could have got to it, but again, he's not going to be wasting his energy when there's plenty of time to go in this match. We've just played 34 minutes. Fleetwood Town still 1 goal up, thanks to Makepeace's penalty. Carl Johnson, the man who was fouled in the area by the goalkeeper. Maybe rash, you have to say, from the youngster, but again, at this age, so again, it's about winning, but it's also about developing and learning as a player as you hopefully go through the ranks at the club. It's going to be James Hill with the long throw, which is headed away from Muller, the captain for Millwall, but it's picked up by Boyle. Can he get on the second ball, Fleetwood? But only Bagley can tow it back to the Millwall goalkeeper, who looks to play short. Trying to play forward, but you can just see on the stream the amount of yellow shirts that seem to be surrounding the blue and white in the middle. It's like a swarm of bees trying to get that ball back. Just a short stoppage in play would allow Shaden Morris to tie his shoelaces. Ball's not going out of play according to the linesman, but it has now. It will be a Millwall throw on that far side. Donna Fry says good luck to Jay Barton, love from Olivia. I think Fleetwood will be quite happy in terms of how this remaining, probably last 5 minutes have gone, just slowing down the tempo. A really fast start to the match, obviously getting that early goal in the 8th minute. Again, they drop the tempo, but we've seen in recent games that all of a sudden they can just turn it on again, and tempo was back to where it was at the start, and they can really push on. But Millwall, you have to say, have dealt really well with Fleetwood after the early exchanges. Just dropped off maybe five yards, just to give them that a little bit of space and an advantage, especially when Makepeace tries to break forward and Morris on this right hand side. Batch now looking to drive Fleetwood forward. He brings it into Millwall's half, but it's intercepted by Bennett, the right back, who finds his midfield teammate. Back out to Boateng, but can't quite find his partner, and it's ricocheted off a Fleetwood body, and he's on his side of thrown as the young forward. Referee, you can probably hear, trying to urge the both sets of players on to try and get it going. Millwall down to 10 men as one player just in the technical area, the home technical area, just getting, looks like stitched up above his left eye. Hopefully that's nothing serious and he can continue throughout. Fleetwood knocking it around well at the back. Is actually, sorry, Bennett, who's off the field of play as it stands. Just waiting for the fourth official to give him the all clear to come back on. Batch into midfield for Boyle to turn. Northern Ireland international. Gets away with that one, does Makepeace, but Fleetwood again picking up the second ball. Doing that well as Batch looks to try and play forward. Boyle on the ball. Bagley for a second just dropped into a deeper role, which allowed Batch to go forward, but it's Morris now on this right hand side. Great trickery. Can he find the delivery in the box? It's pulled towards Makepeace, but superb defending there by the Millwall centre half, who clears the danger now, and it's up to the rest of his teammates to help him out, which Nana Boateng and the fullback do well. But again, Fleetwood picking up the second balls so far, and it's Williams. Loose touch there by Williams, which allows Millwall to go forward. Again, nice bit of trickery on this left-hand side. A strong tackle there, but it still falls for the left winger, who's got the pace to burn. But Goldsborough does well to shield his man and win Fleetwood the ball back. Boyle. Yeah, Dan Swan, Bennett just getting kind of stitched, it believes, just above his left eye, just currently, but it looks like he's ready to come back on. Again, with play just on this near side, I'm sure the referee won't just bring him on at the moment. I'm not sure what the hold-up is really, but for me, he should be back on the pitch if all is sorted. Unless the manager's being tactical not to really move any of his players round at this stage of the attack. But it's a nice switch ball by Hill, but it's picked up by Millwall on the far side. A chance to break, but still got numbers back, Fleetwood. Oh, again, Sam Barrett does well, just waits for that kind of loose touch, that ball to try and win, and he does that well, and Fleetwood look to recycle, but it's a loose pass now. Nana Boateng now on the ball. Got options to his left and right. Picks out Davis, who goes into the box, and Hill manages just to get on the ball. He looked to have slipped. Again, Millwall recycling it. Can you have to say the home side have learnt from lessons early in the game? Eamon Dempster saying best of luck to Barry Bagley. Might have one of the first team coaches, Andy Mangan, joining us. Welcome to the stream. Here we go, as you probably just see in the middle of the pitch. Ben Bennett coming back onto the field of play. He'll probably take this throw-in. Maybe something for him and the physios to assess within the next 5 minutes, when the teams will have a 15-minute interval. Munting plays a 1-2 with his fullback, but again, loose ball, which Fleetwood pick up, and it's over to this near side, which goes long, and Morris looking to go toe-to-toe with the left-back, and the left-back matches in this time, but a loose, maybe back pass to the goalkeeper, but Makepeace doesn't really make him work, and Goldsborough wins the header the second time, but it only goes out for a Millwall throw. It is the Andy Mangan. Ollie's just asked on a serious note who scored it. It was Keane Makepeace who scored in the 8th minute of the game. Bennett drives forward, so picks out his Abdul Malik on the right-hand side. Nutmegs his player, and Millwall look to try and go up. Boyle, again, just picking up those pieces inside midfield, but great feet there by Fleetwood's number 8, Anthony Williams, as he tries to break Fleetwood forward, and it's Carl Johnson now, number 10 shirt, but again, his loose touch, just like the Millwall one before, allows the defender to get back. Jay Barton picks out a teammate, but he's closed down again, and you just sense a few frustrated Millwall fans, maybe parents in this main stand just below the gantry this evening. As I said earlier, a great turnout on the stream as well as in the stadium. As again, this is the youth, and hopefully players will make that step up to the first team in maybe in a few years' time, shall we say. But Fleetwood deserving their lead as we've played 43 minutes in this match so far. A loose pass which Hill has to deal with, closed down by Boateng, and Pengelly just calm, bringing that composed nature in the, should we say, the back five, as the ball goes long but only straight to the Millwall goalkeeper. Noel Finnegan says good luck to Dylan Boyle and the lads. Millwall, can they grab a goal back before half-time and make Fleetwood think as they go down the famous tunnel here? Even without the roaring atmosphere, which is take place here every 2 Saturdays. You can sense that when you walk down pitch side, the stands enclosed quite close to the pitch. But it's Millwall who look to end the first half strong. There's a nice play now. Finds Muntin, but again, just Millwall can't break down the yellow wall of Fleetwood, and they look to try and get on the second wave of attack quickly. It's the left back now. He looks to try and drive forward, but he has to come back into midfield. Davis, bit of trickery, but again, can't get past Morris as Makepeace looks to hold him up, and done so well, the striker there, just to get his body between the man and the ball. Any form of contact is down, and the referee has no other decision but to give a free kick to the away side. Got about 30 seconds left off this first half with the see how many minutes the fourth official adds on as he's down between the two technical areas with his board. Fanshawe, good distribution there to find the striker Abdul Malik. Millwall just trying to keep the ball at the moment as it stands and try and break forward, but you have to say Fleetwood defended well. Millwall defended better in the second half of this first 45 minutes, so they try and get an equaliser for the break, but there will be 2 minutes of added on time here in the game at the Den. Bennett drives forward, picks out Barton, wearing the number 7 shirt for Millwall. Muller. And there's Norman now on the left-hand side, looking to try and maybe win a corner by ricocheting off Liam Goldsborough's legs, and he certainly does that. And the referee has a quick glance at his watch. Probably one of the last attacks of the first half. Every Millwall player, bar the goalkeeper, is inside Fleetwood's half as it's going to be whipped in by Sean O'Brien on this left-hand side. Ball into the near post. Fleetwood clear the ball only onto the edge of the box, and it's Sam Barrett then to clear the ball to the halfway line. Let it bounce maybe one too many times, but he gets away with that one as Williams runs into number 8, Jaden Davis there, and I don't know if he'll pick up a yellow card here. He looks to have taken a bit of a knock. Yeah, Williams not the type of player to really duck out of a challenge, but it's given his side some defending to do before the referee blows for half-time. We're coming up to the last few seconds of the first half. It's going to be Munting to pump this ball into the Fleetwood penalty area. The referee just waiting. Blows his whistle. The free kick is pumped to the far post, only to the 18-yard box. The flick on is won by Millwall, and the second touch, according to the official on the far side, has gone out for a goal kick, and the referee has blown his whistle for half-time as the Millwall players run down the tunnel. And Fleetwood can be very happy with their opening 45-minute performance. Run through the key points of that first half. There was a few chances, but Fleetwood taking the lead in the 8th minute of the match. Carl Johnson was taken down in the penalty area after Fanshawe came rushing out of his goal, took down the midfielder, which then Keane Makepeace took and sent the goalkeeper the wrong way to give Simon Wiles' side the lead in the match. But I say Millwall came back from that, learnt from some lessons, dropped a little bit deeper, used the ball really well, and it was Nana Boateng who had Millwall's kind of best chance, you have to say. He came off the left flank, pulled the right trigger. It was blocked by James Hill, and then the free kick from Sean O'Brien was saved by Scott Pengelly. It kind of missed the wall and went through. He had to get a strong hand to that, did Pengelly. But it was enough to keep Fleetwood Town in the lead. But we're going to have a short break. We'll turn the audio off for 5-10 minutes, give you a rest, give us a rest as well, and we'll be back for the second half here at the Den, where it's Fleetwood leading Millwall by 1-0. Good evening and welcome back to the Den. We're live on YouTube for the FA Youth Cup 4th round tie between Millwall and Fleetwood Town. Fleetwood ahead in this game as the referee runs towards the middle with the all-important football to get the second half underway, but we'll have a very brief recap of the first half. It was a penalty which was scored by Fleetwood's number 9 Keane Makepeace. He sent the goalkeeper the wrong way after Carl Johnson was taken down by Fanshawe, the Millwall goalkeeper. Fleetwood had another chance to double their lead through Anthony Williams, but his left-footed shot sailed just over the crossbar. And Millwall grew into the game midway through the first half and had 2 chances. First one with Nana Boateng. His right-footed strike looked like it was going goal-bound, but it just managed to get a deflection off James Hill, who then, with his second attempt, cleared the ball away from danger. And then it was Sean O'Brien, Millwall's number 10, with a nice quick free kick. Beat the wall, but not Scott Pengelly between the sticks. But that's kind of the first half action. We're underway here in the second half. Like I said, a great venue here at the Den. Just the main stand open here with, probably say, between 300, maybe 400 people at the game. So it's great to see so many people watching here and also on the stream, but it's Millwall to try and break forward with a few ways of attack, but it's picked up by Barton, who tries to go long, but it's a loose touch which now picks out Jaden Davis on the left flank. Bit of tricky there, but he seems to lose the ball and the linesman isn't sure which way to really give it. But he seems to have given Millwall the ball, and they win themselves a free kick midway through Fleetwood's half. 46 minutes gone on the clock. Fleetwood making history already in this competition with their penalty shootout win over Watford in the last round. Enoch Takpe, who's on the bench for Fleetwood this evening, scored late in normal time with no goals scored in extra time. And penalties going down to the wire with Kai Steer scoring the all-important goal to set Fleetwood up with a tie against Millwall. But it's whipped into the box and Fleetwood don't clear the danger, and it's number 4, Jacob Muntin, to get a head onto the ball. But it's nice and safe hands by Scott Pengelly. He just takes his time here to try and calm down Fleetwood, who haven't got going in the first 2 minutes of this half. But he rolls it out of his hands. And the ball goes long to Bagley, who doesn't win the first one, picks up the second ball, and it's Makepeace now. Does well to hold onto the ball, and it's Carl Johnston who wins his side a throw in. Dermot Shannon says, let's go Fleetwood. And Jonathan Shutter says, big half incoming from Billy Batch. I'd say all Fleetwood's players have been impressive so far in this game. We're 48 minutes in. Ball whipped into the box, and it's safe hands by Fanshawe there. He's got options to his left and to his right. His distribution, you have to say, has been superb in this tie. Great interception there by Boyle. We talked about that in the first half, how important he is playing that number 4 role, the captain. Morris picks out the Northern Ireland international, Goldsborough, to Hill, who goes long with his first time touch, but Makepeace can't go there because he's offside. Boyle picks up the second ball. Morris, him and the left back have had a superb battle with each other, but it's Carl Johnson plays it into Makepeace, but his second touch just lets him down there, as Fleetwood could have maybe had a chance at goal, and that's going to be a yellow card for, yellow card for Anthony Williams. The referee had a word with the midfielder in the first half, right before the half-time, and the referee this time decides to pick out a card. But we're 49 minutes into this game. Millwall 0, Fleetwood 1. Again, keep your comments coming through in the comment section. We'll try and read as many as possible. Dale Taylor says, let's go Fleetwood. Callahan Dennis says, let's go Millwall. And Teresa Crow Says, come on, the Karami, see you in 2 weeks' time. We're over from Belfast celebrating our grandson's, Harry Bagley's 18th birthday. Well, great to have you with us. The Bagley family. Ball whipped into the box. Hill clears the danger to Boyle, who twists and clears the ball with his left foot, but it's Millwall again picking up the loose pieces. But Munting can't quite get there, and it's now Morris on that right-hand side. He's got pace to burn. But it's Nzomlin who does really well there, just to close down and not allow Morris that space and time that he was getting in the first half. But the ball switched now to Boateng, who's swapped flanks now to this right-hand side, batch up against him. Got cover from Bagley on the outside, who's got to watch the number 2 who's running down, but it's Barton. Great player in midfield for Millwall. Strong tackle there, beats Carl Johnson, where it's found back in the middle now. But again, a loose pass here from Abdul Malik there. He doesn't quite land that touch and turn to strike at goal, because a forward who we've seen a few occasions this evening that likes to get that early shot of at goal, but again, that first touch has to be there. Now maybe a chance for Millwall to break forward. Fleetwood don't close him down. Waiting for the chance. It's Boateng now on his right foot. He's not got many chances. It's cleared. Or should we say it's hit to the back post, and I believe, unless there's been any changes, it's Liam Goldsborough who's not got a number on his shirt. But now we know that the man without a number is Goldsborough. Luke Fisher says, my best mate Anthony Williams is playing for Fleetwood. Luke, great to have you on the stream. COD Vlogs, how long left? We've had 6 minutes in the first half. I'll let you do the maths. Oh, chance there for Millwall, and the set piece is converted by number 5, Alex Mitchell at the far post. Fleetwood didn't pick up their man, and Millwall find themselves level with 7 minutes gone in this second half. Not the start Simon Wiles and his side would have wanted. The atmosphere, as you can probably hear, is growing inside the den, as we spoke about before on many occasions. This season in the Championship, it's been electric. Fleetwood will be making their first change. Off comes Anthony Williams, a bit of a limp, you have to say, when he's walking off the pitch, probably due to that tackle which resulted in him getting a yellow card. But on in his replacement is number 16, Jamie Cook. He'll go in a like-for-like swap on that right-hand side of the 3 midfield. Cook's been out in recent weeks, and probably have to say months. It's been quite frustrating for the youngster, but again, showing great determination to come back through that time, because again, 2 years, maybe an option of a third. He really got to try and push and make the most of his time, but he's done superbly well to get back fit, and it's great to have him back in the under-18 squad. But it's a free kick to Fleetwood. We've had 53 minutes gone on the clock. A few Millwall fans getting involved in the stream, which is nice to see. Kai Neil Gray, he's cheering on Millwall. But maybe a chance for Millwall to get down this right-hand side, but Barrett does well to close them down, and it's Carl Johnson now who's trying to break forward in the central area. Makepeace now on the left. He's got the defender squared up onto his right foot, trying to pull it to the edge of the box, but it finds Goldsborough. Morris touched, managed to cleared by Millwall as they break forward. And Zomlin just gets cut out there and concedes the free kick, and the referee, I think he might have got some yellow and red cards for Christmas, as he dished out a few this evening. And that's the Millwall left back picking up a yellow card there. COD Vlog saying, come on the Cods. Hassan Desai says, come on, boys. And Chelsea Lee said, the Lee family are so proud. So many thumb up emojis. The ball tries to find Makepeace, who wins the first header, but it's picked up by Barton. He looks to try and find his teammate further up the field of play, but doesn't quite get there. And Boyle has to win that first one. Doesn't, but he gets lucky and finds the rebound, as it's Bagley with Batch looking to overlap. That move doesn't quite come on. Pressure here, Millwall. I'm guessing the manager for the Lions had a few words to say at the interval. Great tackle there. And a bit of a late one there. I'm sure he'll go. And that's the left back. He's got to go here. If he's dived in there, he's shown. I think that's a straight red. The referee had no option to show the second yellow card, and the full back for Millwall, and Zomlin, is shown. I think, again, there's so many yellow shirts. I don't know if the referee has produced the yellow card very quickly before the red, but it looked like he produced a red. And Millwall down to 10 men after getting the equaliser. 6 minutes into the second half, and there looks to be a few worrying signs there as the Fleetwood Town physio has run across the pitch, keeping warm on a cold, chilly Wednesday evening here in, I guess you say, southeast London. Hopefully that's not too bad for Goldsby there. It was a very bad tackle by the left back as he walks down the towards the dugouts and down into the tunnel. It looked very late from up here. We're on the other side of the pitch, you can see from the stream, but doesn't seem to have many complaints. Owen Boyd says, come on, Millwall, keep your heads up. El Hal says, come on, Fleetwood. Someone's calling for VAR. No, we don't want VAR. We don't want VAR in our game, especially not this evening. Ozzy Game says, come on, you cods. Gaming Kurt says, another comment saying, up the cods. Codvlogs, thank you very much for the kind words, Andy Mangan. Don't know whether he's praising my commentary or Millwall being down to 10 men. Ball down the right-hand flank. Obviously, I'll try and find out how Millwall are going to adjust themselves. Oh, that looked late as well. The referee hasn't quite found that, and I'm not quite sure what's going on. There seems to be many frustrated faces. I'm not sure if Batch got to the man first and then he's taken a knock off number 11, Nana Boateng. An honest challenge, I have to say, nothing really in that, but the referee seemed to play advantage to Millwall. Hence the frustrations. Hopefully that's nothing too serious, as again the Millwall physio goes, or one goes to their player and the other one goes over to the Fleetwood Town left back Billy Batch. I really hope it's nothing too serious, but it's always a good sign when a player on its own sits up. Hopefully it's not too bad, but whilst there's a stoppage in play, we'll have looks like I think Millwall are going to make a change. Number 12, Ezekiel Miller, looks like he's going to come onto the field of play. Great to see Billy Batch back up on his feet, and also the Millwall player as well. We hope both of those are okay. It's 1-1 in this game at the Den. We've just played 59 minutes. Key Makepeace opened the scoring for Fleetwood in the 8th minute of the game from the penalty spot. And it was Alex Mitchell, Millwall's number 5, to get the equaliser 6 minutes into the second half. Not quite sure why the referee gave kind of a dead ball, drop ball there, but Fleetwood aren't complaining, and Morris now has the ball on the right-hand side. He's got a man to beat. Not as tough opponent, you have to say, and he comes on his left foot. Ball whipped into the box, cleared away by Millwall, and it's a second challenge. Or header, should I say, that's cleared away from Batch, touched by Hill into the feet of Oh, the ball just eludes the player. Nice little trickery from Morris. Gets into the Millwall penalty area. Looks to try and chip it into the box, but it's going to be a Fleetwood throw-in. Again, it looks like number 8 for Millwall. Jaden Davis has dropped into that left-back position now, with Millwall only playing with that lone striker and maybe a body less in midfield. Fleetwood have to use that man-to-man advantage on a pitch like this. Make it big and keep themselves playing up. Ball into the box. Makepeace takes a touch. Doesn't quite find anyone. He's still there. He's back towards goal. Tries to find the edge, but it's a chance of Fleetwood. Hits the bar. Great chance. Carl Johnson now. I'm not sure why the referees really stopped that. It doesn't seem to be a head injury. More his leg, it looks like. I don't know why he stopped it, but again, we'll make sure the players are okay. Looking at the Fleetwood bench, they're a bit surprised the referee stopped it, but again, their players' safety come first. Looking at the, we'll go kind of for the sides. We've just gone over the hour mark here. Fleetwood going close there by hitting the bar. It's Millwall team at the moment is Fanshawe in goal. Bennett wearing number 2 shirt. The left back, and Zomlin was given a yellow card earlier, but shown a straight red for looked a bad tackle on Goldsborough only a few minutes ago. Number 4, Jacob Munting. 5, Alex Mitchell. 6, Hayden Muller, the captain for the Lions. Jay Barton, number 7. 8, Jaden Davis. 9, Abdul Malik. Number 10, Sean O'Brien. And 11, Nana Boateng. The Fleetwood Town side, they made one change. Scott Penkelly's in goal. Liam Goldsborough at right back. Batch at left back. Boyle holding the midfield with a 3. James Hill and Sam Barrett centre half. Shader Morris on the right. Anthony Williams was replaced by Jamie Cook. Key Makepeace, a striker, with Carl Johnson and Barry Bagley either side of him. Looks like I got it wrong. It was Barry Bagley who hit the bar, my mistake. High up in the gods, shall we say. Ball, Fleetwood switching the ball to the left-hand side with Bagley wearing the number 11 shirt. Batch on the overlap. Can he keep it in play? He does. Ball into the back post. Cleared to the edge of the box, and it falls quite fortunately for a Millwall body, and it's a long ball over the top, and Pengelly's got to deal with this one as he's got a player closing him down. Just gets there first. Tim Bateman, thank you very much for the kind words, much appreciated. Welcome everyone to the stream. Over 600 of you listening live and watching the game. Still Millwall 1, Fleetwood 1 as we've just hit the 63rd minute mark, and Fleetwood in possession here at the Den. Hill with a crossfield pass, a great ball to Morris. He's got that touch. Davis to beat now. He's got the pace. He's got past his man into the penalty area. Delivers. Oh, it doesn't quite find Fleetwood body. And it's cleared away from danger, and Millwall, you have to say, holding on in the last 5 minutes, especially after going down to 10 men, with Nzomlin getting a straight red from the referee, Mr. Johnson. Morris now onside, made the run down. Davis gets the block, falls for Goldsborough. Morris again, got that pace and energy just to give himself a yard or two to really push down. .64 minutes on the clock. Fleetwood just enjoying a spell of possession here. Wasn't all going their way in the second half, with Millwall scoring in the 51st minute of the game. It was number 5, Alex Mitchell, who got the equaliser. A nice header at the far post. Not much Scott Pengelly or the back line could really do. But Fleetwood growing in confidence now with a man advantage. Surely the referee's got to play on there, given an advantage, but it's going to be a change for Millwall off number 4, Jacob Munting. being replaced by number 12, Ezekiel Miller. A round of applause from the Millwall faithful just below us from the gantry. As I said before, a superb turnout for this FA Youth Cup tie, 4th round tie. Charlie, again, thank you very much for the comments. Millwall Holdings as well, just asking the... Oh, I thought it was to me, to be fair. It's to someone else in the chat, but looking through the chat, we might have a few current and former Fleetwood Town players listening in, supporting the young lads. Might have one, I think, if I look closely, we've got one from Sweden listening in. Ball into the box from Batch, but it's just over the goalkeeper's crossbar. Also, we've got Andy Mangan. I think he's still watching and listening to the stream. We've also got a former player who played at right back, Godswill. He sent us a message on Instagram wishing the lads all the best. He obviously came through the academy at Barcelona. Best friends with Neymar. Fleetwood just growing into this game as they've got a corner on this near side. Can they make advantage of the extra man Fleetwood? It probably played short. They brought 3 Millwall plays out. It's going to be Bagley to whip this ball in. They've got Hill. Sam Barrett at the far post. Drilled in. Oh, Lockett found a Fleetwood body and didn't quite fall. And James Hill picks up the second piece and runs back to his own goal. And Hill, a player who got the opportunity last season to play in Fleetwood Town's first team. Made his debut against Peterborough in the 1-1 draw at Highbury. His long throw-in caused issues in the Peterborough back line. I think he might be offside there. We'll come back to the chance for the... Yeah, it's offside there. Yeah, like I said, Joey Barton, the first team head coach, giving young players opportunity. Hill, as I said, started against Peterborough, came off the bench against Peterborough. Huge impact, and then his first senior start was away at Blackpool. What a moment that was for the youngster with his dad playing for Blackpool as well. We've also got the likes of Barry Bagley, who's featured for the first team. Made appearance away at Walsall. And also the likes of Dylan Boyle and Keane Hayes, who's on the bench today, given chances this season. But Millwall just seem to be giving Fleetwood a few problems down this right-hand side, and it's Boateng with a left-footed crossing the ball, dangerous in-swinger, but it's cleared away. And Carl Johnson can't quite get the second ball. It's Millwall on the attack, and the referee plays an advantage here, which Bennett will whipping the ball into the box, cleared away by Sam Barrett. But it's Morris now, 2-on-3 for Fleetwood, and that is definitely going to be a yellow card for number 7, Jay Barton. Very cynical foul as Morris looked like he was driving down that right wing. And it's going to be Barton to pick up Millwall's 4th yellow card of the evening for that challenge on Morris. Courtney says, come on, James Hill, we need a goal. Ball played down the line. Makepeace going to make him work here, and it will be a goal kick as he tries to keep it in play, but it just spins back out for a goal kick. So I'm trying to still read through some of the comments. Great to have nearly 700 of you listening to the and watching the stream this evening. Oh, maybe a loose back pass, but credit to Fanshawe there, who this time makes a run out of his 18-yard box to clear the ball away from danger. And Fleetwood will be making a substitute now. Being replaced is number 3, Billy Batch. And coming on for him in a left back. I don't think Hayes knew whether he was on or off the pitch then, but I think Fleetwood just going to swap it around a little bit, with Bagley now dropping into a slightly more defensive role, with Keane Hayes going into the left winger. But chance now for Fleetwood, and it's Hayes gets his first touch, a good first touch to drive at the defenders. Bit of trickery, works past the man into the box, left foot strike at goal, but it only hits the side netting. But what an impact that would have been for Fleetwood if he bagged his side's second goal and to give Tan lead again, but it wasn't quite to be for the young man. Again, as I probably mentioned before, Hayes, a player who was given a chance in Fleetwood's first team after impressing for the under-18s. Again, if players at Fleetwood perform well and work hard on and off the pitch, they always say people are watching you at all times, and if you get the opportunity, you've got to take it, and especially that night, Hayes certainly did. 71 minutes on the clock. Millwall 1, Fleetwood 1. Make peace with Fleetwood's goal in the 8th minute. And Alex Mitchell, Millwall's number 5, with their equaliser in the 51st minute of the game. A nice header at the far post. Not much really Pengelly could have done between the sticks. Strong tackle there. John Preston says amazing performance from Batch as he walks off the field of play. Andy Mangan wishing Keane Hayes all the best as he's now on the field of play. First touch there, just lets him down and gives Barton, who is on a yellow card, the chance to close him down, but it's Boateng now on this right-hand side. I'm sure that's going to be a yellow card for Sam Barrett. I do think the referee was given some new, crisp, clean yellow and red cards at Christmas. As he's handed out just over half a dozen this evening. It's going to be a free kick to Millwall. We're 73 minutes into this game. It's 1 apiece, with just over 15 minutes to go. Ball pinged towards the back post. It's Hill to clear away the danger, but it's not quite picked up there by Davis, who tries to switch the ball, but it's loose, which Hayes now picks up. He can drive. Second touch again, not that great. Allows Millwall to pick up the ball. It's Barton outside of the pass to Boateng. He's looked a little bit more threatening on this right-hand side. He drives forward. Hayes does well to get his body around and stop the man from bringing forward, and Boyle switches the play, which I'm not quite sure who. I think that's Goldsborough with a nice touch, and it's Makepeace who does well just to hold the ball up and allow Fleetwood's players to bring it forward. Fleetwood just need to just keep the ball going. Millwall will tire as time goes on. A strong tackle there, which the crowd love below, as Boateng driving forward. He's got Morris and 3 other Fleetwood Town bodies in and around him, but does well to win his side of throw-in. Owen Bagley wishing Barry Bagley a happy 18th birthday on Saturday from his, I think it's his granddad and grandma. So I think the family might be over this weekend if we were to look back at comments. And Simon Willis does the same thing and wishes him a happy birthday for Saturday. Millwall holding, asking if any of the Fleetwood Town under-18s have played in the first team. Had a few number, we have to say. Keane Hayes, number 15, who looks to try and drive Fleetwood forward on this left-hand side. You've also had James Hill. We'll come back to that, but Hayes can't get past Bennett, who's had a superb game at right-back. Cook picks up the ball. Carl Johnson not really given the time and space to really pick out the pass, but they try and go forward now, and Boateng got a chance. Barrett has to be careful, he's already on the yellow card, but Boateng driving forward does really well to get his body between the man and the ball, and James Hill comes across and clears the ball away from danger. 75 minutes on the clock, Millwall 1, Fleetwood 1. Will we have some more late drama in this competition? Fleetwood definitely had it late drama against Watford in their third round tie at Highbury. No foul Fleetwood, can't really let him out there, and Makepeace tries to drive forward, does well to find Hayes. He's got to try and pick out a man, and I thought he was fouled initially, which the referee also sees. Millwall just looked to be tiring a little bit. James Hill looked like he was he's claiming he wasn't shooting, but with Makepeace not making the run, it certainly looked like he was. Tyler, there is 13 and a half minutes to go in this game. 13 and a half minutes to go. We've played 76 and a half minutes here at the Den. Millwall just look a little bit tired at the moment, trying to break forward. They've worked so hard. You look at Boateng and Sean O'Brien, who had a great chance in the first half to equalise from a free kick. Just hasn't seen a lot of the ball later on, and it's through now. Boateng pulls the ball back to the edge of the box, and he finds the near post. And a knee slide right in front of the dugout. I believe it's number 9. Abdul Malik, who gives Millwall the lead in this game with just over 10 minutes to go in this match. A great move, you have to say. Boateng does really well down that the right flank to pull the ball back, and the striker composed and sends it past Scott Pengelly. Just give me a second to change the score. The atmosphere is just lifted ever so slightly, as probably 96 to 4% in favour of Millwall here at the Den. But it's been great to have the atmosphere. Not, like I said, not many of these players from both teams will have played in matches like this, but ball whipped in by Barry Bagley, but safe hands there from Fanshawe, who makes up for his earlier mistake, which led to Fleetwood's first and only goal of the match so far. Yeah, 2 on to Millwall. Makepeace giving Fleetwood the lead in the 8th minute of the game. Second half, within 6 minutes of the restart, it was Alex Mitchell who headed the Lions back on level terms. And only 2 minutes ago, it was Abdul Malik to give Millwall the lead, and as it stands, Millwall will progress into the 5th round of the FA Youth Cup. 10 men Millwall, should we allude to. They've done great to get themselves back into it. Thought they might tire, but again the pace of Boateng just allows players to go through, but I'm not sure who's gone down there. I think it's the goal scorer, Abdul Malik, to receive a round of applause from the home fans. Emmanuel OK says that was quality play from Nana Boateng. Yeah, it looks like the goal scorer, who could potentially be to send his side through to the next round, will come off for number 14, Oliver Bate. Looks like the knee slide and the celebrations right in front of the home dugout might have taken its toll. They seem to be walking a little bit gingerly. Just gone past the 80-minute mark. Fleetwood have 10 minutes plus added on time to try and salvage something out of this game. If it ends a draw, we'll come back in a second. Ball into the box, but again, safe hands from the Millwall goalkeeper. If it is a draw, it will go to extra time, where there'll be 30 minutes played, 15, and then another 15 minutes, and if all square there, it will go to penalties. Fleetwood already had a penalty shootout in this competition already in their last tie against Watford. Ball over the top. Oh, wow. Didn't see that one coming. I think I might have missed a Fleetwood change here. Looks like number 14, Joe Collins, is on the pitch. I honestly didn't see that change, to be fair. So it's, yeah, Shader Morris off. Joe Collins on for Fleetwood. Another body to join Makepeace up top, and he looks like he's barged everywhere out the way. Referee deems nothing wrong with that, so Fleetwood made all 3 changes. Have Simon Wiles' side got one more effort to go, and it's a great tackle that from Goldsborough, who plays on Fleetwood. Nice little 1-2. They've got plenty of bodies forward, but again, that pass in the final third doesn't come off. And Millwall have the ball in the centre of the park as it's switched to the left-hand side when Boateng now goes forward. He's got space. He's took on one play. He takes another one. Left foot striker. Goal! No, it's not gone in. The crowd think it has. I thought it had, but it must hit the stanchion behind the goal. I must say, I am with the Millwall fans here. It looked like it was nestled in the side net and the left on the inside of the right-hand post, but wasn't to be. Huge let-off of Fleetwood, that. Boateng superb again, direct running, causing Fleetwood all problems. Just can't get the goal he deserves. Hannah Collins says, come on, Joe. Hopefully Joe can, obviously being a little bit biased here, working with Fleetwood, hopefully Joe can send Fleetwood through. T-Bun says, bring on Takpe. Wow, I don't know how that chance really hasn't gone out, and I don't know if all the lols or laughing emojis are to do with the fans and myself. Keeper's been very risky. Due to myself thinking it was a goal. Just livened up again with 83.5 minutes on the clock. Fleetwood got a chance here. I thought he was on. I'm not sure if he's offside there, is Hayes, but the official on the far side has got a slightly better view than me and deems Hayes to be in an offside position. Andy Mangan says, come on boys, maximum effort. keep reading the comments through. Like I said, it's over 700 of you watching the live stream. It's so fantastic numbers to see. So many of you joining us on YouTube. And it's also great to be able to provide fans from both teams and families as well the opportunity to watch the game. Especially those who live in family relatives, living in Germany, the USA. Or those who are the opposite side of the country this evening, northeast. There's a loose pass there from Fleetwood and a chance now for Bennett to drive forward. He's had a great second half after picking up stitches. He gets the 1-2 back to him, he drifts over. Barrett's got to be careful, can't foul him. He does just outside the 18-yard box, and one Millwall player asking if he should have picked up another yellow card, which ultimately would have seen the youngster sent off and the teams even at 10 men apiece. 5 minutes to go in this game at the Den. It's Millwall 2, Fleetwood 1. Can Fleetwood see out this set piece? Not quite sure which number is going to take this free kick. I think it's going to be O'Brien. Oh, superb free kick, you have to say. Shown a lot of quality there to deceive the wall. I think it was number 10 who took that one. Yeah, it was right. I did get my names right. It was definitely Sean O'Brien who scored the free kick there to put Millwall 2 goals clear with 4 minutes left on the clock. Just saying, maybe Fleetwood just tiring as the game goes on, but they have been with 10 men. Millwall have been with 10 men for half of this second half, but credit to the coaching staff and the players who have dealt with the pressure and got Fleetwood on the counter-attack, and a superb set piece there. Found the bottom corner, but it's Hill with a long throw, pulled into the bottom. Macepiece wins the first head, it's on the edge of the box, strike it, goal! Just goes over the crossbar, a great chance for Fleetwood to pull one back with just over 3 minutes to go in this game. Great chance. They've had a few chances of Fleetwood in this game. They've just not taken them when they've got here. 87.5 minutes on the clock. Millwall 3, Fleetwood 1. Again, you can have all the possession you want in football, but if you can't put the ball in the back of the net, you don't win matches. But it's Carl Johnson now with the ball to Hill, who looks like he's gone up front for the last 2.5 minutes of normal time, plus whatever the fourth official brings up. Hill back towards goal. Fleetwood just waiting for those opportunities. There's space on this near side to us, far side to the ball for Hayes. And he finally picks up the ball now. He's one-on-one with his defender. He hasn't quite got that touch going as Hayes this evening. We've seen how skillful he is in matches that Fleetwood Town fans have seen. Yeah. Jody Lubien says, what a strike from Sean. It was a great strike, you have to say. Fleetwood, chance here, Collins kind of snatches at that in the 18-yard box, and Fanshawe just keeps hold of the ball. Safe hands from the goalkeeper, keeps it. 2 goals separating the two sides as we enter the last 2 minutes of the 90. Jody, thank you very much for your comment, much appreciated. Like I said earlier, great to provide the stream and commentary for both sets of fans this evening. I have to say, a great advertisement again for youth football. Both teams gone at it. There's been tackles, there's been great goals. There's There's been red cards, there's been yellow cards, there's been celebrations that lead to injury. All you want in a cup tie, but Millwall just a little bit pushing forward now. It's gone to the far side. Strike at goal from Davis, but it just goes over the crossbar. That really would have sealed the game. But it wasn't to be for Millwall there. A great chances. Fleetwood play short, and it's Barrett now. Can he bring Fleetwood forward? He's got to go long. Time isn't in Fleetwood's favour. Jamie Cutt does well there. Just gets his body between the man and the ball and recycles it. But we're 8 seconds away from the fourth official showing the added on time. I reckon there'll be at least maybe 3 or 4 minutes, maybe even more. 4 minutes it is of added on time. Ball switch play to Hayes. He's got Bennett to occupy Mir again. That's that second touch which has eluded the youngster and just gets maybe the Boateng gets away with that one. He looked like he slipped, but maybe a little bit of contact there in the play, and it looks like I think it's number 10 that's down, the Millwall the third goal scorer for Millwall. He's worked his socks off as they're halfway down his shin. It seems to be a common look these days, footballers wearing small shin pads and socks down. Again, O'Brien being kind of, I have to say, influential in both halves, creating a few chances, one for himself and the free kick which was saved by Pengelly. But he got his rewards with a well-taken free kick, 19 yards from goal, which was probably not the corner you expected him to hit it in, but he managed to find the back of the net. Referee said he's stopped the watch to the Fleetwood Town bench as O'Brien will go off the far side. I think he might be subbed off here for number 17, Harry Brook. So Millwall making their third and final change. Yes, which does go confirm, sees O'Brien come off for number 17, Harry Brook, for the final, I say, 3 minutes. Goalkeeper gets the game back underway, and it's the Brook who tries to take Millwall forward. Davis trying to run the ball down into the corner and run down the clock, and he wins his side. I think it's a corner. Couldn't quite tell which side of the corner flag it was hitting. Few comments in the comments section about Sean O'Brien, who's just been subbed off. Millwall, you have to say, just showing their quality in front of goal in this second half. Obviously been a goal down at half time. Manager probably said a few words to his team, but they've reacted how he would have wanted them to. Fleetwood just haven't been able to have their chances in front of goal, and maybe a possible handball, but the referee is on the blind side of that, and it's a Fleetwood throw-in deep inside Millwall's half. Not long left on the clock in injury time. 4 minutes was added on by the fourth official. There'll be a long throw by Hill, darted into the box. The referee judges Makepeace to have fouled the Millwall defender. Mike Talentaire says, don't be disappointed, boys. Amazing achievement to come this far. Some outstanding young talent on and off the pitch. The future looks bright. Hashtag onward together. ball down in Fleetwood's half, and it's fallen to Boateng. Pengeli clears the ball to the right-hand side. Tyler, thanks very much. We'll have a safe journey back to the Foul Coast this evening, and with especially the team as well. Jody says, unlucky Fleetwood still come so far in this competition, which they have. You have to say it's been a great kind of 12, 18 months for the academy. We'll go on to that shortly, but it's Hayes now. Can he get kind of a second goal for Fleetwood, but he runs straight into the blue wall of Millwall as they've sat strong this second half, and as the referee blows his whistle for full time, Millwall have reached the 5th round of the FA Youth Cup after beating Fleetwood 3-1 here at the Den, and there are some disappointed Fleetwood Town bodies on the pitch. They gave everything in that 94 minutes of the game, and they've got to be proud of what they have achieved this season, making history after beating Watford in the 3rd round, taking all the way to penalties, showed great character that evening to get through that tie, and tonight it all started well when Makepeace gave Simon Wiles' team the lead after 8 minutes. But Fleetwood couldn't get that second goal, and Millwall came out in the second half all guns blazing, and Alex Mitchell got the equaliser with a nice header at the near post. Then Abdul Malik scored the second late in the second half after a well-met move by Boateng down the right wing, and it was all finished off by Sean O'Brien with a lovely, well-taken free kick 19 yards out from goal. We have to say Fleetwood will be some bodies. Ignore the picture comes across about the stream. We'll keep talking for a few minutes because there's great achievement, you have to say, from players and staff as they all walk off the pitch to a huge round of applause from, like I said, mainly the Millwall fans. Now Fleetwood have to pick themselves up as they are in Youth Alliance Cup action this weekend in the quarter-final of the Northern section against Grimsby. So Fleetwood fans, if you get the chance or you can't make it to Burton to support the first team, maybe you go down and support this young team who have been superb. Like I said, so many players making their appearance in the first team, whether it be on the pitch or in the squad. But we will be speaking to the under-18s coach Simon Wiles after he's addressed his players. I'm sure it'd be a proud talk for the coach, but it wasn't to be for Fleetwood Town. We'll read through the comments as we go through. Tyler Dodd, thank you very much for the comment. I really appreciate it. David Faulkner says, bad luck Fleetwood, just wasn't their day in front of goal. Luke Fisher says, unlucky boys. The Den is the Den for a reason, and the lads got so far, and I'm so proud of them. John Preston says, good luck to Millwall in the next round. We'll obviously wait to see who they play. Noel Finnegan says, unlucky Fleetwood, good game. Jody says, good game, boys. Brilliant battle on the pitch. It definitely was a great battle. We're probably going to leave it there for the stream. We've got to speak to the manager, as I said, but great achievement for Millwall to reach the 5th round of the FA Youth Cup, but Fleetwood just wasn't to be their evening. But it has finished here at the Den. Millwall 3, Fleetwood 1.